Thank you, Swelsa, for an enlightening talk. Certainly, our audience must have enjoyed your talk regarding highlighting the opportunities and the issues with the Pakistan textile industry. Now, I invite Mr. Kashif Mehta Chawla, who is from Al Karam Travel Industries.
Hi, Mr.
Uh,
Abdul Hamid, and hello everyone. This is Kashif Chamla, Director of Al Karab Town Industries. The great pleasure to be part of such intellectual webinar, and thank you for inviting me. I think it's a very great initiative, by Pakistani consulate. So, well, the scope of my talk today is how to increase textile export in Canada beside 18% duty. Duty-free access. The very first and most important point is, of course, duty-free access, which everybody talk about. But what we need to work on it. But this should not be a hurdle in growing textiles export in Canada. So I have few points that I am gonna discuss today, which might help or motivate you guys to start or even increase your exports in Canada. Back in 2007, I started business in Canada, and at that time also the 18% duty was there. So what I did, I made a product with a different type of yarn, and then promote in this market. And I firstly initially discussed with Walmart Canada, and then I showed them this product is very special. The product look is very good, so they like the idea. So they shifted this business from Bangladesh to my company. Why? Because I show them the new idea and new product. I changed some technique in yarn count and showed them, and they like the idea. At that time, the profit in this product is like maybe 1%, maybe. But at a passage of time, now I'm making money in this product. So first of all, if you want to increase your business any new market, so you have to be very creative, and secondly, you have to market your product and your country also. So as Mr. Suhail said very rightly that customer service and quality is the main key. So for the last 13 years I am uh, giving services to my customer. Walmart is the one of the customer who's asking every time very competitive prices. you know so I think what should we do? Forget about 18% duty. We are competing with Bangladesh and Cambodia have a duty free access. Think about what new we present to this to capture this market. And for this, what you have to do, you have to work on your back processes. Like you have to work on sustainability. Sustainability is the key, because now what we are calculating the cost and then sell the goods. But on the back end, if you reduce your water cost, if you reduce your electricity cost, you can make a change. You can decrease your cost. I tell you one example. I went to mosque like 1 year ago in near my home. So I saw the tap. When I push the tap, the water comes in, and then when I don't push, there is no water. So what I did, I change all my taps in my facility, like more than 400 taps, and I cost save a lot of money. So it means that eventually this cost I will pass savings to my customer. So there is a lot of room, in our factory, so we save money and pass this, critical market when will be there is a competition with Bangladesh. So this is one of my idea. So we have to be work hard, as like what Mr. Suhail talking about the certification. We have all the certification like gods, made in green, and Pakistani compliance is very good. It's better than Bangladesh and China. And Pakistani businessmen are keen to invest on infrastructure and compliance too. Like I am working one program on Hick Index. When I started few years back, my score was only 20. Now I am like 68. Number. It means the Hick Index is whatever you are doing this year, if you are doing next year better than that, like you can reduce your water usage, you can save your energy, then it will they will give you the certificate. Like Gigaguru, Walmart started one program that's named Gigaton. So we are now the Giga Guru. For the last 2 years, we are working with them. Now we are the Giga Guru. So we are, discussing with them. We are educating them. So now we are up to the mark, and we are working together. So after COVID, if you see, the world is changed, and it will change more. So what I am thinking in March, I was thinking in March that what people will do, if COVID will, stay like 2 more, years. So it means that people don't buy the expensive goods. They don't buy the, you can say, branded goods. What they buy mid-tier and low-end quality. And Pakistan is the one who is making medium and lower quality product in mass. Like 95% our production is low-end and medium and quality products. 5% we are making and supplying to high-end brands. So we start investing. My business is 70% increase from last year, and I invested in 2 spinning mills, more airjet looms, more processing to upgrade myself. And then, if let's suppose I am adding money in new technology, it means they save the money. In terms of the liquor ratio will come, it's something is very technical, but I'm telling you the thing what we are doing and we are trying to do. So I guess in next 5 years, Pakistan export will be more than double. It's what I am thinking, because Pakistan is the textile hub, will be the textile hub in future, because we are the fourth largest grower of cotton. We have, you can say, the youth 65% of our youth is from 22 years to 42 years. So we have a very good workforce with a you can say young youth. Secondly, our infrastructure is better than other countries, and our government is also trying to put some money and efforts on infrastructure. I went to Port Qasim 2 weeks ago, and I discussed with the, you know, the the chairman over there, and I told them, I have a problem. He said, "What the problem?" I say, there is all next time also the rain will come. Then again my container is stuck. Like, so you have to change the infrastructure. So what he did, he asked their colleagues, and they say, okay, we change the roadmap over there, one side exit to the container, one side entry. So they change it. So it means they are willing to change. And then there is a problem if we are sending the goods to USA. There is a facility called IC3, from which we have to scan all our containers. So it will take like sometime 3 days, 4 days, because of the rain or other infrastructure problem. So I told them, to you have to put one more IC3 facility, and they are communicating with USA, government also. So these are the small tips, we are giving to our government. And now this government, I'm not the big supporter of PTI, because we are businessmen. For us, all governments are the best. We have to engage with them. We have to work with them, and as we are the stakeholder. But I think this government eager to do some business in textile. Prime Minister Imran Khan also want to boost the exports of textile. And I talked to few of the ministers here. I told them last year, Khan Saab, told made announce a program Digital Pakistan. So I think what now Prime Minister Saab can do, they can introduce a program, launch a program, Sustainable Pakistan, because all over the world now, all the retailers of the world is asking sustainable goods. They need green goods. Last week I was in a Zoom call with a few of my friend. One of the guy, he's the, I am telling the name also. He's a Ben Goldsmith. He's the brother of Jemima. He is in the, funding, green funding. They have $10 billion to support sustainability in the whole world. And he told us that Bill Gates also want like $5 billion to invest in sustainability because they want to reduce 1.5 degrees centigrade from the world. So they want basically to change the world. Pakistan is the one, we can get, the funding from them, but we need to support them. We need a committee. The government should, go and then talk to them. Bangladesh already, they gave to Bangladesh 256 million dollar, amount, and Pakistan only got, less than $100 million. So I think as a nation, we have to work hard and, on sustainability, research and development, work on online marketing, targeted untapped areas, and also see the culture of the country also. If let's suppose if we understand the culture of Canada, so of course we have to market our product from this culture. From we have to educate this buyer, we have to impress the buyer. And nowadays, what I am very optimistic and very positive all the time. From the COVID, who is the main, beneficiary country? I think Pakistan is the one. We have the benefit from the whole world. Why? Because we started, our factories in February. We are the first one who started all the factories. We started, the smart lockdown. Our Prime Minister did a very good step. I really appreciate it. So we are the one. So all the customer of the world understand we only get the product from Pakistan because they are open. In India open after like 2-3 weeks, like other countries also open after few weeks or months also. So we capture all the market. And now, previously no customer will come and visit our facilities. Why? Because of the, if you are talking about the USA, they have a, problem to come to Pakistan because of the security issues. Now everything is online, everything is on virtual. It means that they will not go to Bangladesh, Pakistan, or India or China. So we Pakistani, if we can present our product in a way, in a different way, then we have a very good leveling playing field to show our to our customer. Secondly, when customer, let's say I have a showroom in New York and Hem Textile also I used to go for the last 20 years. So customers came in like a team of 10 members. So they one go there, one go there, they check the product. Now it's on my hand. If I want to show one towel and if I want to speak like 10 minutes, everybody's bound to listen me, so I can promote my product. So nowadays, I am making one of the product, it's an antimicrobial product I am supplying to Clorox brand for the last 5 years. Now previously, for the last 4 years my business only like $500,000. Now all the customers of USA and Canada, like Costco Canada, Walmart, you name it, Sam's Club, PJs, Ross, everybody is asking this antimicrobial towel. It's a bacteria-free towel, last till 50 washes. And they are, tag on these to, Costco Canada also. So it means that we have some specialties, like, but we have to educate to our customers, and we have to understand that these are the tools we have, and we have to promote our product in this market. If we work on this mindset, I think we'll grow our business in Canada. We don't wait at 18% duty will abolish, then we will go in this market. So we have to. Now I am working with Walmart Canada, I'm working with Hudson Bay, I'm working with Giant Tiger, Costco Canada. My competitors are not working in this market, right? 18% duty, of course the retailer and importer have to pay, but we have to change ourselves, we have to change our mind. So I think we have to change. And in COVID period, everybody is watching Pakistan. The government is very stable, so all the, you can say, European Union and Canada and USA, everybody is focusing on Pakistan. And our government gave us very good, you can say, facility in terms of loan financing on new machinery. So I invested from the last year this year more than $35 million in 1 year. And all these you can say money I put in on machinery, and and I think because of these machinery I will be more competitive in next 2 years, maybe. So government is very supportive. We all Pakistani want to invest. Now we are growing. I am in this business for the last 27 years. I'm not so old, but I am in this business for the last 27 years. At the age of 18, and I started with my father in 1992, and with only eight looms, and we don't have a money to you can say as a working capital. So, and the passage of this 30 years, now we are one of the second largest exporter of towel from Pakistan. And I will see like double digit growth in next every year also. So it means that there's a scope, there is a market, customer wanted, but nowadays what customer needed. Yesterday I was talking with one of my biggest client. He's an importer. He told me that I talked to the president of Walmart and all these Targets and everybody, and what they are doing, they will fire majority of their employees, and they want we work as a supplier and as a importer or supplier for them. So they want everything in very smooth way, logistic wise. So what he told me that I am writing my their POs myself, so we have to ease them. So out of like 24 retailers now, I think, and he thinks, and I am agree 100% agree with him, in next 2 years only 6 7 players will be in market in terms of stores, of because the online business will grow more and more and more. So that he thinks that the stores majority of the store like maybe Macy's or this type of department stores will not survive. So so it means the survival will be the superstores, and these superstores in COVID period they increase their sales a lot. Why? Because they didn't close. They have a essential goods. So and I am working with many of these superstores, so my business grow because of this. So maybe if and if I am talking about the towel, my product, and a home textile, I am talking about towel. It's a hygiene product. So what people did before, they bought one towel like $20, and then they use rarely, right? Now what they are doing, they buy four towel, and one towel cost is $5. So it means they increase their usage. So ultimately, Pakistan will get the benefit. I get the benefit. My business will increase. So it means that if let's suppose 1 year they use, because they don't know the enemy, the COVID, this enemy nobody knows from where it's come. so they are now used to do it. So let's suppose it one more year, if they are used to do it, use these type of towers or bed sheet, so they are used to do it for long term, maybe 10 years. So I will see an opportunity. That's the reason I'm investing a lot, and I tell all of my brothers in Pakistan to invest more and more in apparel, then home textile, and capture the market. If buyer place the order now and we give them good quality, good service, good everything, so they cannot move for few percentage. They never. If, let's suppose I'm doing one of the program with Walmart and my competitor is doing another program, even I give 10% discount to Walmart, I think he cannot give me this order. Why? Because he is very confident on the supply chain of that supplier, and all of the retailers or the customer, they don't want to put all the eggs in one basket. They have a certain amount of risk. They only take few risks, right? Let's suppose if they have an order of $500 million, they say, okay, give $100 million to Pakistan, even they are expensive, 300 to Bangladesh, 200 to Cambodia, like this. They distribute their risk all the time, because after COVID, they understand, if let's suppose Bangladesh will be closed for 6 months, so how we will survive? If our shelves will be empty, we will be bankrupt. So I think there is an opportunity, and we have to be optimistic. And I think this is my suggestions and to everybody. And this is my personal experience too. Thank you.
Thank you, Kashif Saab. It was a very good talk, rather very extensive. आपने बहुत सारी चीजें कवर की और it was a pleasure listening to you. और हमारे ऑडियंस ने भी यकीन इसको एंजॉय किया. We have been receiving comments क्योंकि आपने काफी एक्सटेंसिवली और कॉम्प्रिहेंसिवली चीजों को कवर किया. ऑडियंस के लिए ये है कि इस वक्त हम क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर सेशन की तरफ जा रहे हैं. तो ऑडियंस कैन ऑलवेज पोस्ट देयर क्वेश्चंस इन द चैट बॉक्स ऑफ द क्वेश्चन आंसर सेशन. And we have received questions on the Zoom chat, Zoom question answer session, receiving on the Facebook, and also through WhatsApp. So a few questions I'm putting to our worthy speakers. इसमें सुहेल साहब से एक दो सवाल हैं, अगर वो इसमें जवाब दे सकें. एक तो ये पूछा गया है कि जी व्हाट आर द इंपोर्ट रिक्वायरमेंट्स, क्या कोई ऐसी स्पेसिफिक इंपोर्ट रिक्वायरमेंट्स हैं कनाडा की, कोई रेगुलेशंस हैं टेक्सटाइल के मुख्तलिफ प्रोडक्ट्स के लिए? एक बात सवाल. दूसरा ये कि कोई नया एक्सपोर्टर है पाकिस्तान से, कोई जो बहुत बड़ा एक्सपोर्टर नहीं है, तो व्हाट शुड ही डू, हाउ शुड ही एंटर द मार्केट, उसको क्या करना चाहिए, किस तरह से वो कनाडा के इंपोर्टर्स को अप्रोच करे. जैसे उन्होंने काशिफ साहब ने कहा कि जी वॉलमार्ट है, कॉस्को है, जायंट टाइगर है, इस तरह के जो बड़े स्टोर्स हैं या कोई मीडियम साइज के स्टोर्स हैं, तो उनको कैसे अप्रोच किया जाए, प्लीज.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to actually.
जी बारी बारी कर लेंगे. सुहेल साहब जवाब दे रहे हैं, फिर आप काशिफ साहब जवाब.
सुहेल साहब सीनियर है और बहुत इन्होंने अच्छी तरीके से आई थिंक सब चीज की है. मैं तो बस जी सुहेल साहब प्लीज.
अच्छा काशिफ भाई, सबसे पहले तो मैं बड़ा शुक्रगुजार हूँ. आपने जो भी बातें कही हैं दिल से कही हैं और बड़ी उम्दा तरीके से कही हैं. और वाकई यही एक तो पॉजिटिव स्टेट ऑफ माइंड इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, क्योंकि पॉजिटिविटी जो है वो अपॉर्चुनिटियां मौके खोलती है. और दूसरा, आपने जो आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स अप्रोच जो इनकरेज की है जो हमारे नए आने वाले इस इंडस्ट्री में, ये बड़ी इनकरेजिंग चीजें हैं. अल्लाह करे जो सुनने वाले हैं वो आपकी बातों को जो है अच्छे तरीके से समझ गए हों और इनसे फायदा उठाएं. मैंने तो रियली बहुत ही जो है वो अपना आपकी ओवरऑल जितनी भी आपकी बातें थी उसको बहुत ही जो है वो अपना एंजॉय भी किया है और बड़ा जो है taken them on a professional and as well as on a personal basis. बहुत ही important बातें थी. Thank you so very much. Coming back to the questions के जो है वो अपना importers के लिए क्या specific procedures हैं. Canada unlike like in many other countries कोई ऐसी particular कोई जो है वो अपना conditions नहीं है. अपना अगर कोई इंपोर्ट करना चाहता है पाकिस्तान से, और पाकिस्तान की जिस तरह मैंने आपको कहा कि एक्सेसिबिलिटी होनी चाहिए कि कौन सी पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट, कौन सा मैन्युफैक्चरर और कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ डिफरेंट प्रोडक्ट्स कौन मैन्युफैक्चरर्स हैं पाकिस्तान में, ये डाटा अवेलेबल नहीं है इजीली जो है हमारे पोर्टल्स पे। और मुख्तलिफ जो है वो जो कम्युनिकेशन की रिसोर्सेज हैं आजकल के दौर में, ये एक एरिया है जिसमें हम लैग कर रहे हैं और इसको इम्प्रूव करने की जरूरत है। और दूसरा आपका सवाल था रिलेटेड टू एक्सपोर्ट के सवाल से, अगर आप रिपीट कर दें, मैं थोड़ा सा हट गया उससे।
सवाल ये था कि पाकिस्तान से अगर कोई एक्सपोर्टर है जो कनाडा एक्सपोर्ट करना चाहता है, कोई बहुत बड़ा एक्सपोर्टर नहीं है, तो वो कैसे अप्रोच करे यहाँ के बिग बिग बाइंग हाउसेस को, वॉलमार्ट, कॉस्को, जायंट टाइगर और जो जो ब्रांडेड स्टोर्स हैं, हाउ टू अप्रोच देम?
देखिए, इसकी भी बड़ी मुख्तलिफ मल्टीपल जो है वो अपना मीन्स हैं ऑफ अप्रोचिंग ए क्लाइंट इन कनाडा। और कनाडा मार्केट में डेफिनेटली जब आपने सबसे पहले तो जो है आप उसको ईमेल्स के जरिए जो है, जो आजकल ऑनलाइन एक्सेसिबिलिटी है अपना अप्रोच की, पहले आपने अपनी रिसर्च करनी है कौन कौन आपकी जो प्रोडक्ट है उसके हिसाब से। लेट्स से अगर एक आदमी इंस्टीट्यूशनल बेड एंड बाथ लिनन में है, इंस्टीट्यूशनल प्रोडक्ट्स में है, तो ही हैज टू डू हिज ओन रिसर्च। the importers of Canada who are actually importing from Pakistan or other countries in this particular segment of the market. तो पहले तो आइडेंटिफाई करने हैं द राइट क्लाइंट्स, कस्टमर्स इन दैट पर्टिकुलर कंट्री। उसके बाद आपने उनको अप्रोच करना है। अप्रोच करने के बड़ी वेरियस मीन्स हैं। आप जो है कम्युनिकेशन के थ्रू भी कर सकते हैं, टेलीफोनिक राब्ते भी हैं, प्लस आप अपनी प्रोफाइल को शेयर कर सकते हैं थ्रू नंबर ऑफ जो आजकल मीन्स हैं। और अगर जो है वो मीडियम साइज बिजनेस, अगर वो फाइनेंशियली स्टेबल है, तो नेचुरली देयर आर एग्जीबिशंस दैट टेक्स प्लेस। जैसे अभी काशिफ भाई ने जो है आइडेंटिफाई किया, हैमटेक्स इज वन ऑफ द जो है वो एक मीटिंग पॉइंट है जहां आप नेटवर्किंग भी करते हैं और मुख्तलिफ इम्पोर्टर्स एंड बल्कि दुनिया के सारे मैन्युफैक्चरर्स ऑलमोस्ट वहाँ जगह होते हैं। तो जो छोटे साइज के मैन्युफैक्चरर्स हैं वो छोटे बूथ लेके अपने आप को जो है वो अपना ये एक्सरसाइज को हाईलाइट कर सकते हैं अपनी। लेकिन ये एक ऐसी एक्सरसाइज है जिसमें आपको 3-4 साल तक मुस्तकिल जाना होगा ताकि आप अपने आप को जो है वो आइडेंटिफाई कर सकें, अपने आप को अपने आप को जो है वो अपना मार्केट कर सकें सही मैंने। लेकिन एग्जीबिशन के अलावा और भी बड़ी अप्रोचेज हैं। और हमारा मिशन जो है कनाडा में, जैसे आप हैं वो अपना आपको अप्रोच कर सकते हैं, आप उनको हेल्प कर सकते हैं कि कौन कौन से इम्पोर्टर्स हैं पाकिस्तान में जो इस पर्टिकुलर सेगमेंट में जो है वो इम्पोर्ट करते हैं फ्रॉम पाकिस्तान और अदर कंट्रीज।
बहुत शुक्रिया। अगर काशिफ साहब भी अपने कुछ इसमें व्यूज शेयर करना चाहें तो प्लीज।
देखिए, मैं इन भाइयों को ये मशवरा दूंगा कि पहले तो ये ना समझें कि आप छोटे हैं कि बड़े हैं। पॉइंट ये है कि आप क्या प्रोडक्ट बनाते हैं और किस तरह कस्टमर को सेटिस्फाई करते हैं। बिकॉज देखें, रिटेलर एक अलग गेम है, लेकिन रिटेलर के अलावा भी एक दुनिया है। अब अगर आप लेट सपोज कोई रिटेलर आपको कम्युनिकेशन में नहीं आ रहा या आपसे को अभी टाइम लग रहा है, तो एट द एंड तो रिटेलर को तो इम्पोर्टर भी माल देता है। आप इम्पोर्टर से डिस्कस करें, उनके थ्रू जा सकते हैं, उनसे को कंसोर्टियम बनाएं, उनके साथ पार्टनरशिप करें। और मैं बोलता हूँ हमें क्या करना चाहिए एज अ न्यू एंटिटी, इनको चाहिए अपना ब्रांड क्रिएट करें, ऑनलाइन बिजनेस पे तवज्जो है, बिकॉज फ्यूचर वो है। ये पर्सनली स्पीकिंग मुझे लगता है अगले 5 साल में दुनिया में 70% जो बहुत रिटेलर हैं जो ब्रांडेड हैं वो नहीं रहेंगे, 30% रहेंगे ऑफ कोर्स। तो आपको अपना ब्रांड खुद क्रिएट करें। आपको जो है, हमारे मुल्क में वैसे ही ब्रांड का बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है, कोई ब्रांड है ही नहीं हमारे पास ना। तो जब भी तो मैंने बोला था कि हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब को चाहिए सस्टेनेबल पाकिस्तान का कोई वो लगाएं, तो अपनी मट्टी को जो है ना सोना बना के पेश करें। मैं एक कस्टमर है प्राइम मार्क, उसको प्रोडक्ट देता हूँ, उन्होंने क्या किया, सस्टेनेबल कॉटन हमसे लेते हैं, तो उन्होंने क्या किया, हमारी जमीन पे लास्ट ईयर जो यील्ड थी उसको बढ़ाया और उसको बताया, पानी का यूजेज कम किया और उसको सस्टेनेबल कॉटन करके आज वो टैग लगा के जो है वो पूरे यूरोप में शिप कर रहा है। तो न्यू कमर्स को मेरा अपना पर्सनल मशवरा ये है कि आप इंगेज रहें उनके साथ, रिटेलर्स के साथ। इसके अलावा इम्पोर्टर्स हैं जो रिटेलर से ज़्यादा कांटेक्ट में होते हैं, बिकॉज देखिए रिटेलर की एक स्ट्रेटेजी है, आप समझें, रिटेलर का एक जो है वो सप्लायर मैट्रिक्स होता है, उस सप्लायर मैट्रिक्स में सालों से लोग जो है इंगेज होते हैं। अच्छा, वो जो है अपना सप्लायर मैट्रिक्स जब चेंज करते हैं जब उनको कहीं से प्रॉब्लम आती है, एक्स्ट्रा डिमांड आती है, तो उनके साथ आप टच में रहें। जैसे हमने भी बिजनेस जब शुरू किया था तो हमने इम्पोर्टर से ही किया था, उस टाइम कोई ऑनलाइन का कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं था, तो इनको चाहिए अभी ऑनलाइन से स्टार्ट करें, इम्पोर्टर से करें और उसके साथ भी इंगेज रहें इवेंचुअली रिटेलर के साथ, तो किसी ना किसी दिन अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगी। तो बस अपने प्रोडक्ट क्वालिटी को सही करें तो खरीदने वाले बहुत हैं। कनाडा नहीं होगा, यूएस होगा, यूएस नहीं होगा, इवेंचुअली फिर कनाडा भी हो जाएगा। तो पॉइंट ये है कि आप अपने बिजनेस को ग्रो, अपनी क्वालिटी को मेंटेन करें, सप्लाई चेन को मेंटेन करें। दीज आर द टू की फैक्टर्स। ये मैं इनको मशवरा देना चाहूँगा।
बहुत शुक्रिया, बहुत शुक्रिया। एक और सवाल है, वो ये पूछ रहे हैं कि जी कनाडा में यार्न एक्सपोर्ट करने का क्या पोटेंशियल है? इज देयर एनी यार्न मार्केट? यहाँ पे यार्न के बायर्स हैं, तो सुहेल साहब आप इस पे कुछ व्यूज शेयर करेंगे?
जी जी, कनाडा एक्चुअली राइट मार्केट नहीं है यार्न एक्सपोर्ट के लिए पाकिस्तान से, क्योंकि यहाँ मोस्टली ग्रे फॉर्म में फैब्रिक आता है, तो कट स्टिचिंग टाइप की चीजें तो लोकल मार्केट में हो जाती हैं, लेकिन क्योंकि लेबर कॉस्ट इतनी ज्यादा है तो फिनिश प्रोडक्ट ही जो है इंपोर्ट की अपॉर्चुनिटीज वास्ट हैं। जो है क्योंकि ये कनाडा इज नॉट ए मैन्युफैक्चरर कंट्री जो है इन द लिनन प्रोडक्ट।
ठीक,